got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on our home team. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
On the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys coming off their bye. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
He'll get this to Ward. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and
back to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 30. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Browns shaken up on the play. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 30-yard line. Up the middle they run with Bettis. Oh, he sheds himself free. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Looking to throw. Bradshaw. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Bettis is going backwards here. They come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And it doesn't matter who carries it, apparently, as they'll drop him behind the line as well. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This is caught. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
A 5-yard pickup brings up 4th down and goal.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession, as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. Back to throw. Bradshaw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great first touchdown on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity, and we finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He spins free. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Browns offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he continues to be a nuisance for opposing defenses that are tasked with trying to slow him down. He's currently second in the NFL in rushing. And they'll begin here with a run by Brown. Able to slither by. Through the middle of the field. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, against 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. And finally, he's out of bounds. But how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately.
And it's caught. Touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Out of the shotgun, Graham. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Graham. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taysom Hill, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by the Browns' touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
2nd and 6. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
1-yard gain.
They'll look to throw again. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. It's out, it's loose. And this is picked up by the Browns.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
Following the fumble recovery, Graham. He's got the connection to Cooper. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
And the Browns.
The final shot before break. Graham. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our journey around the NFL starts now with an intriguing matchup in the AFC. And this is the Broncos wideout. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. The Broncos are playing well. They improved to 5-1 with this victory. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And here's the Eagles wideout. One of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. The Eagles are finally in the win column after 5 straight defeats. They get their first win of the year. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And this is the visitors' running back. He'll find an opening and take it in, a 6-yard rushing touchdown. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from Week 6 with Houston and Minnesota, the 2 teams on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break, as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he's been a tough guy to contain this year, and his numbers reflect that, as you can see right here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, well, fortunately, this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Graham going to set up to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Third down from the gun, Graham. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for a Browns first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
They go play action now. Graham targeting Cooper, and he's got it coming across the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And the Browns first down. It's a gain of 35.
On first and 10, here's Brown. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Here's Graham to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Edwards. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the gun, it's Graham. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a dangerous throw towards the end zone. Boy, did it hang up there forever. Wanted to run up there and pull it down out of the sky.
Yeah, it felt like it really should have been intercepted. Lucky to have that one back.
You've got to be more careful when you're that close to the goal line.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they're trailing the game now, I I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Complete. Jefferson the target. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A gain of 9 yards. Complete to Rasheed Rice.
Now we give up the middle to Bettis. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. He finds his man, complete. It's Brown.
Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Bradshaw able to push his way through. Trucks over him. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Bradshaw. That's complete to Ward. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Bradshaw's pass.
This is 3rd and goal.
36. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score.
That time a 9-play drive.
Visitors 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. He's got a rushing touchdown of the game already as you check to see where he is ranked in rushing TDs coming into the weekend. They defer to Brown to start the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48.
Here comes 2nd down at 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Back to throw. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball, so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
At the 45-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is going to have a first down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory.
A gain of 15 yards.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger